Well, it's a return visit for the crew here at Steve and Judy Murray's spot here in Walkerton, Indiana. It's a botanical garden that they put together on a private level, and you're going to find all kinds of rare and unusual plants here again today. Last week we couldn't cover it all, so you're going to get another interesting little dose of it today on the show. All the details coming up.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Lintons Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to lintons.com.
Well, you truly are going to enjoy the segment here today that we have in store for you. Rare and unusual plants provided by Lintons Enchanted Gardens. And Mark, you know, you've got a spot right on your destination for rare and unusual plants, don't you?
Oh, that's what we're known for, growing over 15,000 different varieties.
Whoa. And boy, I tell you what, the Murrays have really gone wild with filling this property up with great varieties. In fact, you've got a couple of ground covers here to start with, don't you?
Yeah, these are one of my personal favorites. I just love the pop of color that they provide. These are our mother-loaded junipers, and Craig, they only get to be a whopping 2 inches tall, and then they spread out horizontally. They're in the evergreen family, but they're not green at all. They're as gold as can be.
I love that color. I love that color. What else along the path here, Mark?
Well, I think Steve and Judy have about every imaginable type of Japanese maple that we grow, and you're going to see those throughout the gardens here. And I happen to know that this is one of Steve's personal favorites. This is a pom-pom boulevard cypress.
I was going to say, it looks like a pom-pom, doesn't it?
And it features this blue, soft new growth here. And we wanted to have a specimen place for this just to anchor this corner.
Minimum pruning on this one?
You know what, actually we tell our customers that they can use scissors just to shape the ends of the branches there.
Wow, fantastic. Well, we take the little turn here and you've got a nice little pathway to some more treasures.
Yeah, we've gone from the bluestone pathway over there to this winding grass pathway, and it was really important to make this easy to mow, easy to maintain, and so the width of the paths were critical, and Steve, of course, shared that with us.
Yeah, you could not make this narrow because it'd be a problem with the mower, right?
Absolutely.
Obviously. What else here, Mark?
Well, over here we've got a couple of different varieties of barberries. We've got our small, compact, golden nugget barberries, and they are in their glory. You see the combination of that gold and chartreuse green color, and plays very nicely with the burgundy leaf barberries, which are right behind it. Yes. And what we like to do is use them in mass planting, so you've got a good pop of color.
Interesting sizes, colors, shapes. You got it all going on here.
Well, this is one of our specimen weeping Norway spruces, and I just love the gracefulness of how this is weeping and cascading back down, as well as the skirting action that you see. It's almost like a ground cover spreading over our stone ground cover there.
Yeah, very nice. And one of the all-time faves of Steve, I think, is right here, isn't it?
And Judy's as well.
Really?
This is a very slow-growing specimen tree. It's called a tricolor beech, and a lot of people at this time of the year say, well, why it's a tricolor beech? I see pink and I see burgundy. Where's the third color?
Yeah.
Well, Craig, if you would see this in the springtime, there is a third color, and the edges of the leaves are edged in cream, so you've got cream, pink, and then burgundy.
Okay.
And as the leaves mature, go from that juvenile growth to the mature growth, you actually lose that cream coloration. But this tree, because of the leaf color, it appears like the tree's in full bloom all throughout the season, and I just absolutely love it. One of my personal favorites.
It's stunning. It truly is. Well, you know, Steve and Judy, the homeowners, know a whole lot about flowers. They know a lot about plants, trees, and shrubs. Mark, how do you guide someone like that, though? Because obviously a professional has to be involved when you're putting together a property of this size.
Well, secret here, every time Steve and Judy are ready to tackle on another section or an area, it always involves a scheduled
glass of
visit.
lemonade.
I thought you were going to say wine. Get those creative juices flowing. No, it always involves a trip to our nursery, and we start out with plant selection first, and then we go through the plant placement.
Well, very good. They're delightful people. Steve and Judy, the Murrays.
A lot of fun to work with, and you know, over the years, that business relationship has evolved into a friendship.
Yes, well, I tell you, they know how to do plants, trees, and shrubs, and Judy really knows how to entertain, and she comes up with some great refreshments, even fruit and dessert, all kinds of things every time we come to visit. So you can bet we'll be back here next year, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, let's catch up with them now. Steve and Judy Murray. We are hanging out at the Steve and Judy Pavilion here in their backyard on their beautiful property here in Walkerton. Steve, Judy, it's been just awesome spending time with you. Every time we come here, Judy, I tell you, she takes care of us. The drinks are outstanding. You've even used your own honey to sweeten it, right?
Yes, we added our honey from our bees to sweeten the lemonade, and it was just perfect this year.
Very tasty, very tasty. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Judy. Tell us a little bit about that view from the front porch. Can you, Steve?
Yes, that view is where we sit most of our leisure time and watch our bird activity and enjoy the specimens that we have out there. Our new favorite is the tricolored beech that Judy just absolutely adores. The leaves are like flowers. So that's all you got to say is the leaves are like flowers. And then we have the pom-pom cypress, and it is just a phenomenal little evergreen. So we just love them.
I tell you, the creation out here, the development, the whole process has been probably as fun a thing as you've ever done, right?
Yes, it's the journey, and it isn't getting to a place where you say the garden is finished, because it never is. It's always trying to find the right plant in the right place and then let their personalities come out.
Don't get too worked up about it if it doesn't shape up exactly the way you thought.
Exactly. You can't have any preconceived notions. They're going to do what they're going to do. It's just fabulous seeing what's going to happen.
Well, the variety of plants, trees, and shrubs from Lintons, unbelievable. And I think another great option here is maybe a little gift from Mark Linton. Mark, what do you have?
Judy, in honor of your honey and your beekeeping skills, I want to bless you with these flowers here, and thank you for the opportunity that you always give us to share your beautiful garden here with all the Michiana viewers out there.
Look at the bee. That's just gorgeous.
It's very appropriate with the honey sweetened lemonade that we have here today. Thank you so much, you guys. We really appreciate it. And we've got a whole lot more coming up on the program. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, it is a charitable event for the Humane Society of Elkhart County. What is it? Well, it's Dog Days of Summer, and Rob is here with us again this year. Rob, good to see you as always.
Good to see you, Craig. I brought with me today Bella. Yeah. Bella is a Siberian Husky and German Shepherd mix. She's about 5.5 years old, and she's come to us from an owner that couldn't keep her any longer.
I love Bella's eyes. Can we get a good look at those? Those eyes are very unique, aren't they?
They are. You know, a lot of Huskies come to us with one brown eye and one blue eye, and so Bella's been blessed with that. It's always a heart grabber when people are going through and see that in the shelter.
You know, COVID has changed things a little bit, certainly for the Humane Society of Elkhart County, and it's changed the way that this promotion here at Lintons has come together this year. There won't be any dogs here on both Saturday and Sunday, but certainly there's opportunity to always adopt, right?
Absolutely. So we've stayed open throughout the entire COVID. We have changed some protocols a little bit. So we do ask that when you come in that you give us a call, because we're scheduling people to come into the facility. And so it just takes a little bit more time to come in and walk through and see the animals. Also, all of our animals are listed on our website. So if you go to elkharthumanesociety.org, you can see not only the animals that are available for adoption, but also our animals that we have found in the surrounding area are up to see if you've lost your animals there as well.
Yeah, you're talking about both cats and dogs, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. Cats, dogs, rabbits, ferrets, whatever the case may be.
You know, Bella is not intimidated at all by the cameras here during the show. She is really chilling.
She seems to be a little bit relaxed. She is a good girl. She actually does better outside of her kennel than she does. So when people come into the shelter, sometimes Bella is a little keyed up behind that other side of the fence in there. But you can see, I mean, it's a 360-degree difference. When she's outside, she's pleased, she's happy. So.
What a beautiful dog. Bella here during the dog days of summer. Rob, what other kinds of assistance do you offer at the Humane Society of Elkhart County?
So one of the big things right now is our pet food assistance. So people in the community donate food to us for cats and dogs, litter also for cats. And people in the community that are having a hard time making ends meet can come in, and we will give them food to take care of their animals.
Great. Well, Rob, keep up the good work. Always good seeing you.
Good. We appreciate our partnership with Lintons, and everybody come on out, and it's just a short hop over to the shelter after you've spent your time here.
Excellent. It's a great promotion, wonderful people, and pets that you're really going to enjoy, like Bella. See ya, Bella. Good seeing you. Hey, much more coming up on the program. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's fresh, it's healthy, it's organic, and it's delicious. It's Lintons Garden Cafe in Elkhart. Enjoy a breakfast, lunch, or dinner prepared by our chef while dining indoors or out at their award-winning home and garden center, conveniently located off the 20 bypass or toll road.
Lintons Garden Cafe is working extra hard this summer to keep you really up to speed with all the changes here in the menu. We've got another great one to talk about, another great addition to that menu, Mark. But the old standbys are good too, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And today we've got two brand new items to our menu. Probably about 70–75% of our menu has changed. And if you had one of your favorites, we will be bringing it back for some chef specials as well.
Yeah, these are really, really good tasting, and you'll need to check out what Mark has here. Can you tell us about it?
It's all about healthy options,
Yeah.
and this is one of our vegetarian specials here. It's our grilled vegetable hummus wrap, and it starts out a tomato basil wrap. It's got zucchini slices in there, Craig. There's asparagus, shredded carrots, and it's topped with honey mustard salad dressing. We serve it along with our very popular veggie chips and our salsa and sweet and spicy pickles, and it's all for only $7.99.
A hummus wrap. Wow. You know, that's really gaining popularity, hummus, hasn't it?
It has, yes, absolutely.
What are you drinking here today, Mark?
Well, this is one of our flavored teas, and it's infused with lavender.
Lavender,
Yes.
of all things.
You actually can taste the lavender
Sure
in there.
is.
It's very, very refreshing on a warm summer day.
I love the way you get creative with the drink options here at Lintons Garden Cafe. We've got Granny's goat cheese and dried cranberry salad to talk about next. It's with salmon on the side here, mixed greens topped with, of course, the salmon, the goat cheese, the onions, the toasted pecans, and the dried cranberries. Served with rosemary garlic bread, just $11.99. The drink option, it's chai tea. Goes well with just about any menu entree here at Lintons. Well, let's bring on Chef Donna. What do you say? She's got a couple of great dessert options for us.
Oh my goodness.
What do you have, Donna?
Well, we have a lot of chocolate. We
I
have our
like
rock slide brownie.
like that.
That's very, very good. And we have our new flourless cake. And that is also very good and very moist.
It's my personal favorite.
Really?
I absolutely love it, yes.
It looks scrumptious.
Oh, it's incredible.
What a
Craig.
great presentation, too. Very nice, Donna. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, Lintons Garden Cafe. You'll enjoy it. Morning and noon and even into the night right here. How about those hours, Mark?
Craig, we're open 7 days a week. We start serving breakfast at 9 a.m. In fact, we offer breakfast all day long, and we serve until 4 until last guest leaves. So
There you go. It's Lintons Garden Cafe. Come check it out if you haven't already. You'll love what they have waiting for you. Much more coming up on the program. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Voted the #1 home and garden center. Discover Linton's Enchanted Gardens and explore 9 acres of family fun. Enjoy the free petting zoo, ride a swan paddle boat, walk on water inside an orb, mine for gems, ride a quad cycle, and so much more. Visit the area's largest home and garden center. Be inspired by all the beauty. Dine at the Garden Cafe. Easily accessible on County Road 17 in Elkhart, off the toll road or bypass. To plan your visit, go to lintons.com.
Plants, trees, and shrubs inside the conservatory here at Lintons Enchanted Gardens. Great value for you. And what's really cool about this segment of the program, Mark, we're talking about edible plants, trees, and shrubs. I mean, you can eat these.
yes, you can, and they're pretty tasty.
Yeah. You know, more and more people are thinking about things they can grow and eat these days, aren't they?
That's right, and you know, when you think about that, you think about our berry-producing plants and our apple trees, pear trees, cherry trees, and that. But everything you see here produces something that you can eat.
Isn't that something? And what's really amazing to me, at least, is that they look so beautiful as well.
Absolutely, it's a great way to beautify your home and eat.
Get a snack.
That's right. Step outside your back door.
Yeah. What do you have here to start with?
Well, our first plant that we're featuring here is a beautiful sun-loving perennial. It is our Walker's Low catmint. And Craig, this is something that you actually can use both these leaves and flowers and make tea out of it. It has medicinal benefits to it.
Very good.
Priced at only $12.99.
Awesome. We didn't even talk about the medicinal value of some of these plants.
Well, I'm not a doctor, but play one on TV.
Funny. Funny. What's this?
Well, you probably recognize this here, don't you? It's a strawberry plant.
Oh, of course.
And yes, we grow lots of strawberry plants. And the way strawberries form is that, first of all, the flower appears, and then after it's done blooming, where the flower loses its petals, it turns into the berry. A lot of people aren't familiar with that. It also has runners, and that's what you see trailing over the side here. And it makes a great ground cover. Of course, strawberries are edible.
And very tasty.
Yes, and what a lot of people don't know is that you can actually eat the leaves and the stem.
Serious?
I'm serious.
Wow, what a deal.
And it is a great deal for only $8.99.
Wow, that really is great. The thing about strawberries, the juice just gets all over your fingers when you chew into that.
And then you gotta lick them.
You gotta lick them, and then your fingers, they stay red like for a day or two, don't they?
They do.
What do you have here?
Next up is our Apricot Drift rose, and not only is this one edible, all roses are edible. And I'm sure you've seen signs, do not pick the flowers, but you know what, you can come in here and pick the petals, and you gotta try it. It actually tastes like what you would think a rose would taste. What do you think?
Not bad.
Not good either?
No. It's not bad.
There you go. Apricot Drift Rose, great for full sun. It's a ground cover rose, only reaching 18 inches in height and spreads to be about 30 inches in width, and priced at $34.99.
All right, what do you have for us next, Mark?
Next up, the absolutely delicious option for those with full sun. This is our Kudos Hyssop, and gets to be about 24 inches in height. And not only are the flowers edible, but the leaves are as well, and really treat those as herbs.
Yeah, hyssop is an herb.
Yeah. Exactly. Priced at only $8.99.
And it's a very medicinal herb at that. Next up?
Next up is one of our many pansies, and actually the whole flower is edible, and here you go.
Oh, really? I'm gonna get full here today.
And you know what, it's a great way to garnish a salad and makes it look beautiful, and you can put a little salad dressing on there, and it's got a great flavor.
You eat one first.
Are you afraid?
No, no, I just wanna.
Okay. You know, I've got this out in my yard, and I see the rabbits eating it all the time, so
okay.
they like it. It must be good. What do you think?
Yeah.
You like rose better or pansies?
Pansy's a little meatier. There's a little more meat on there.
So anyway, these are halo violet pansies, and they're priced at $9.99. And actually, there is both vitamins in there, A and C.
Wow.
So if you want to get your vitamins, eat your
See,
pansies.
that's why I like that one better than the rose.
There you go. Next up is one of our dwarf perennials, reaching only to be 10 to 12 inches in height. It's our banana cream Shasta daisy, and don't let the name fool you. It does not taste like banana cream, but if you look at the coloration of there, it does look like a banana cream color-wise. And you can eat the buds, you can eat the petals, and you can eat the leaves, and it's great for salads, priced at $14.99.
You garnish a lot of your entrees with these types of flowers, plants, trees, and shrubs, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love that.
Next up is one of our many yarrows, perfect for full sun, reaching 18 to 24 inches in height, starts blooming in the springtime, continues to bloom throughout the summertime. This is our Sassy Summer Lemon Yarrow, and both the flowers and the leaves are great for garnishing salads, priced at $8.99. So literally, you could eat the whole entire plant.
Wow. How about that? That would be quite a meal.
It would be.
What do you have here?
Next up is one of our hardy cactuses, and it's pretty surprising that cactus will grow and thrive here in Michiana. This produces a yellow flower during the summertime, and after that yellow flower is done blooming, it actually produces a bright red fruit, and it's that fruit which is edible. And you can eat it just like a strawberry, and it's very, very sweet. And of course, cactus do best in full sun. We grow them here at our nursery, and they're priced at $8.99.
Now you have to be careful about watering those cactus a little too much, right?
You know what? They are in the cactus and succulent family. Those thick, spongy leaves, they do a great job of withholding the moisture. They do have thorns on them, so be careful there, Craig.
I'm going right between the thorns here.
Okay.
Yep. Very good. Next
up is one of our blueberry bushes, and of course we all know blueberry bushes do great in full sun, and also this one does like lots of water, so kind of a rich loamy type of soil. It's our Sweetheart blueberry, and it's priced at $22.99, but I'm sure most of the viewers aren't aware that you actually can eat the flowers that appear early in the springtime.
Really?
Yes.
How about that? When you say lots of water, Mark, what are you talking? Watering it twice a day, maybe?
You know what? You really can't overwater blueberries.
Really?
They like wet soil conditions, and that's what they thrive in.
Cool. Next up?
Next up is one of our many fruit trees that we are growing. And Craig, if you look closely here, you can start seeing some fruit that's appearing. This is our Honeycrisp Apple tree. Probably one of our most popular apple trees, priced at $79.99, already bearing fruit.
Excellent. Next up?
Next up is a great perennial for the patio. It is our Hidekota Lavender, and it not only attracts hummingbirds and butterflies, it repels mosquitoes. And of course, that's a great benefit for having it around your outdoor living area. And you can also eat the leaves and the petals of lavender.
Wow.
And you can use it to sweeten your tea.
Wow. I mean, that's the MVP. It does so much.
It does. Priced at $24.99.
Wow. The things we learn here on the program. Incredible, Mark. Incredible.
Well, thank you.
Next?
Next up is one of our perennial plants of the year. It's our Millennium Ornamental Onion. And not only does it produce these beautiful ornamental flowers, but you can eat the bulbs, and it tastes just like onion. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Priced at $18.99. And when those flowers appear later on in the summertime, you can eat those. And if you want to eat the stems, you can eat those too.
Man, fantastic. The bulbs, do they just stay about that size?
Well, the bulbs are underneath the ground. That's the root. That's the root. So you got to dig it up, harvest the root. There you go.
I'm such a dummy. Okay, I get it now. Thanks, Mark. Next.
Do you recognize this tree? Very unusual leaf there. It's a fan-shaped leaf. Oldest living tree known to man.
Yeah, I think the Murray Botanical Garden has
There
one
you
of
go,
those. Don't
absolutely. And it's the ginkgo tree. And of course, Gingo Bilboa, you've heard of the pills. It comes from this tree. And actually, they produce a fruit. You can eat the fruit as well as the leaves, and you can make tea out of them. And what a lot of viewers probably aren't aware of, you can actually make pesto out of ginkgo leaves.
Wow, very
And
good.
this dwarf tree is priced at $59.99.
Lots of medicinal ideas here for you. The plants, trees, and shrubs, and a couple more here.
Yeah. Next up is one of our old-fashioned junipers. It's our sea green juniper, and you can see those little bluish-colored berries. And those berries can be harvested and collected. You can make gin out of that.
Serious.
I'm serious.
I've seen those a million times, and you can actually make gin out of them.
Absolutely. Don't ask me how. I've never done it, but yes.
Not that I'm
they're edible.
interested. Yeah, they're edible. Good.
The sea green juniper is priced at $34.99, and yes, those berries are edible. It's also a great way to attract birds to your property.
I'm wondering what you can do with this bad boy.
Well, this is one of our many hibiscus that we grow. This is our Mars Madness Rosemale Hibiscus, and it produces a very, very large pink flower, which will appear later on in the summertime. Have you ever heard of hibiscus tea?
Yes. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so
yeah,
you can use
absolutely.
those flower heads and make tea out of them. There's a lot of vitamin C in there, and actually that tea is great if you happen to have urinary problems.
Oh.
So if you know of anyone with urinary problems,
I'll check. I'll ask around.
they need a hibiscus. And
Okay.
that's how we're ending our show with
Okay.
urinary
Yeah,
problems.
thanks, Mark.
Urinary.
You give it back to me, don't you?
Yes.
Right at that
You can
point.
do the close. Urinary.
Well, if you have any kind of issue at all, we've got a plant for you. Plants, trees, and shrubs from Lintons Enchanted Gardens. And Mark, what a joy again to go out on location and visit those wonderful Murrays.
Steve and Judy.
Judy. They're
Absolutely.
great people, aren't they?
They've become personal friends of ours.
Well, we had a good time. Hope you enjoyed that segment, a beautiful botanical garden over by Lakeville, Indiana.
right.
Well, listen, you need to stop by and see us, and if you'd like more information about Lintons, lintons.com is the website. Mark, good job as usual.
Well, thank you. Plant doctor's always in.
Yeah, the plant doctor, Mark Linton.
Urinary problems.
Yes, yes. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. And thanks to Gary Martin, our producer director, and thanks mostly to you for tuning in to this madness here today on the program from the conservatory. Hey, have a great rest of the weekend. Be safe. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.